Alan Moore, Brian Bolland, Batman the Killing Joke, the deluxe edition. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Some classic Joker, murder, Barbara Gordon naked. Huh. This is a good comic.
I want to talk. I've been thinking about you and me. About how this is going to end. About who will end up killing who. Perhaps you'll kill me. Perhaps I'll kill you. You know that, don't you?
All it takes is one bad day.
First of all, thank you guys so very much for being here. As you may have already noticed from the title, today we're going to be talking about Batman the Killing Joke. Not only the actual comic book, but I also got myself the film in order to compare. Just to let you know, this movie, Batman the Killing Joke, is actually rated R. So if you're planning on buying this for your kids, keep in mind there's quite a bit of blood and there's actual cursing in this thing. It's pretty awesome. You're a badass parent if you still decide to buy this for your kid. Just some quick thoughts on this. I read the comic right before I watched the movie, as I saw some recommendations online to do so that said read the comic before you watch the movie. I cannot recommend that you do that because the second half of the movie is literally everything that happened on this comic with a few minor changes. I do really enjoy this story. I cannot tell you that this is the best Joker story ever told, even though most fans agree to that. Mostly because this is literally the only Batman comic I've ever bought. I usually just buy Marvel stuff. But you know what? I'm not disappointed. It actually has a really interesting story. It actually focuses on the Joker's background story. And arguably is just a random memory that he may have that may not actually be real. In this comic, I would say that the Joker is actually less insane than in any other adaptation of the Joker. Even though he does some pretty horrific things, he does it all in the name of sending a message. And his message is that one bad day can make anybody go as crazy as him. And he tries to prove this by placing Commissioner Gordon on a very, very harsh situation in which most people would actually break. And at a certain part in the comic and in the film, that actually occurs. Like he gets into this state of shock, and you can see that he's just at its breaking point. No, I don't want to tell you how that turns out because it's obviously a big part of the comic itself. And It is actually pretty cool. I really enjoy the fact that the Joker wasn't out just to kill for the lulz of it, if you will. He was actually trying to send Batman a message. It's like, hey, you know, there's a reason why you and I exist. We both had a really bad day, and it turned us into who we are today. And that can happen to anyone, really. Now, the main difference between the film here and the comic is the fact that the film actually includes half hour, maybe less than that, of a Batgirl story. And I actually, believe it or not, that first half was actually very, very enjoyable. I actually enjoyed seeing Barbara Gordon in action as Batgirl before the events of The Killing Joke. The second half is actually the main meat of the movie, which is actually the actual adaptation of the comic. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be, an actual adaptation of the comic. It's pretty good. It's actually a pretty good Batman and Joker story. If you're curious about reading comics and you know, Batman happens to be one of your favorite heroes made from cartoons or movies, and you want to give this a read, I actually do recommend it. It's pretty good. The story is actually really good. Like I said, the Joker on this comic is actually more humanized than in any other medium that I've seen him in. So yeah, I do recommend that you give this a read. It's only $12 on Amazon. That's the hardcover. It's a light read. You can get through it maybe within 30 minutes, maybe less. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed my video, go ahead and click a like button. And if you agree with me or disagree with me, go ahead and leave a comment. Or if you dislike the video, go ahead and click that dislike button. Let me know what I should have done better. And of course, I'll see you guys on the next one. Wait, before you go, I gotta let you know that next ramble is gonna be about Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I recently got myself the Blu-ray of it, and it's absolutely one of my favorite films of all times. I will enjoy definitely talking about this film. Now I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.